fucking thing not work?
Yeah, it's at 4:20.
Dude, I've fucking looked up at that thing so many times, trying to like track, like,
Try to check the time.
Yeah, when we start. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Am I on acid? Is time just still?
No, dude, I'd know if I was on acid. I'd be getting aggressive.
Oh, you get aggressive on acid?
Yeah, ever since I got in a fight. And then it's just like, I just want to fucking smoke somebody, dude.
God damn, that is an unfortunate reality. You're like the poster boy for the fucking all the anti-LSD people who are like.
No, I love LSD. Actually, I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was just like we were talking about how I don't take LSD and shit like that anymore, but I've taken so fucking much of it. I'm like, dude, I think that everybody should take LSD at least once in their life. If you don't take LSD one time, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I will say I think it should be in a controlled environment if you're gonna try LSD.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't suggest like, oh, you're just out and about and somebody's like, hey, you want a tab, and then just go fuck it, dude. You'd fucking lose it.
I never did that. I never did that. I always like tripped at home. The one time I took a walk on acid, I got so fucking freaked out, and I was convinced that like everybody was staring at me, and that like the cops were gonna get called, and like I was gonna get arrested. And we went to the Papa John Sculpture Park. We were there for.
How old were you?
This was like a year. This was no.
That was more than a year, right?
No, it would have been like 2019, 2020. So like 4 years ago. But yeah, I was walking with Molly. She wasn't tripping. She was just like hanging out. We were just walking around, and I couldn't handle it, and we had to leave. And she was all pissed because like we spent 30 minutes walking all the way down there.
And then you got there, and you're just like, nope. I feel like that fucks up though. I feel like whenever you're tripping, to set some type of destination is like almost always the worst, because
true,
you like it feel that 30-minute walk probably felt like a couple fucking days there. And it was like, dude, I've been fucking tripping balls for hours right now. It's like you lose your sense of time. And so then put the clocks away if you're tripping too. Just put the clocks down.
Oh my god, that fucked me up so much the first time I ever tripped.
100%. You'll be like, you started tripping and it was like 5 o'clock, and then you've been fucking rambling with your friends. Everybody's laughing, you're sweating and shit. You're like, and then you're like, it's only 6:15. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, dude. And then that's why. So like walking there and then just getting there just changed. It's like your fucking trip just changed and flipped right there, because it's like, what now? And then so
it won't last forever. Thought, for real. That thought definitely, and I remember before taking acid, you read all about it, right? And you're like, everybody says everybody says that same thing, you think it's going to last forever. It's not. You still think it's going to last forever when you take that first trip. You look down at your watch, it's like, oh my God, it's been only 5 minutes. I remember just freaking out, and you go through the whole thought process of what is my life? I gotta go work tomorrow. What's my life going to be like? Just like this all the time. Oh my God,
dude, don't ask yourself what your life's gonna be like. just try to fucking relax. If you're tripping, just try to relax. If you're tripping, this is one thing I can tell you for fucking sure, especially on acid. Once that acid hits, it's not going away until it decides to go away. The acid has taken over. If you try to fight LSD, it will win. It will win every time. There is no way to make yourself stop tripping. So just relax, chill out, enjoy the ride. I'm getting shaky thinking about it. My anxiety is going up. But dude, oh my God, it was so. I think I'd fucking just honestly snap now too, though. I think getting older, just when you're young and you fucking run around and you do crazy shit, and it's like you never break a fucking bone or even get a bruise. Yeah. It's like you're just indestructible and shit. And the world just seems so small, and fucking nothing. You're just an idiot living in bliss. that I'm not that anymore. Like, I actually think about things. Like, every day when I'm driving on the highway, I'm paying attention to my mirrors and shit, not because I'm like, if I get in a wreck, my parents are gonna kill me. I'm thinking like, dude, I could die right now. Like, I could literally die and lose everything that I've spent almost 30 years working for, and then it would just be meaningless at that point. So it's like,
yeah, man. I think I really think there's something kind of sad about the whole idea of like a bad trip, right? Like, sure, there are like people that have trips and they do have catastrophic things happen from that. Like, it rarely does happen, but like for the most part, when people have quote unquote a bad trip, it's just a bad experience. And it's really more so of like a teaching experience. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people like trip, and then they're like, they describe how it's a bad trip, and I'm like, oh, it kind of just seems like you had an experience where you saw your own reality in the mirror per se, and you just didn't like it, so you were like, oh, I fuck acid, like you're not actually facing your shit. That's the whole point. They call that
like an ego death or something.
Yeah, I don't really believe it. I don't know how you feel about that, but I don't really believe about the whole idea of ego death. I think a bunch
of white dumbass bitches made that shit up. Sounds like you had, because I had like a really bad trip one time. I'm not even gonna take the time to fucking get into the story, but it's like the one like crazy trip that I had. I like fucking passed out. I fucking met the devil. It was a wild time for me, dude. Yeah, dude. It was fucking wild. And
you're not going to describe meeting the devil to me? Come on.
We can backtrack if you want to. Okay. But I've had some of the same girls be like, oh, it sounds like you had an ego death, or you definitely had an ego death. And then later on, like 2020, 2021 in that area, where I'm like really active on social media saying whatever I want, they're like, why do you have such a big fucking ego? And I'm like, I thought you said he died. What are you talking about, dude? Jesus.
Your new ego's bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, fuck them. All right, you want to hear this?
Sure.
Okay, so we were tripping acid. Where the fuck was I even at? I was at the Patch. It was like, the Patch is like this trailer out in Oskaloosa that we used to, it's like, we sold a bunch of drugs and did a bunch of drugs there, eventually got raided, all that shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm out there. Okay, yeah, I had this like pain in my side, like this really weird pain I had never felt before. And I'm like on this chair and I'm leaning like this. I'm like, what is that, dude? It's like super tight right here. And I'm tripping sack, dude. And then I just feel this big like pop right in my side. And it would like hurt really bad. And it felt like something in my insides just fucking popped. And like then I just like I'm sweating and shit. I don't feel good. I'm like I feel like I'm getting super weak. It's probably mostly just anxiety taking over. But I was like, dude, I need to step outside for a second. And it's the middle of fucking winter too, dude. It's like January, like early fucking January. There's snow everywhere. It's like -1 outside. And I go out there to get some air, and then I fucking I must have just passed out because everything was just black, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like talking. It wasn't like talking and like doing everything. It was like really quick. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything went fucking black. And I'm like in hell. And like it's like I can't even describe a face. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and nobody said anything, but it's like I could tell this was the devil. It's like the setting, it's like you just knew. And he is like, the only thing that happened is like contract. It was like contract. Like, if you sell me your soul, I'll give you whatever you want. And then I just remember I wrote, and then I got these huge fucking wings, dude. These huge, big black wings. And I started flying up, and then they went away. And everything's black, and I'm just falling. They went away, and I start falling like this. And I'm like kicking my arms and legs as hard as I can. While that's happening, while that part is happening, they're all inside, and they can hear a bunch of thudding around on the porch. And nobody came to check on me, by the way. Nobody came to check on me. They're just like, yeah, we heard that. We didn't know what was going on. I'm thinking, realistically, looking back on it, I'm like, I was probably outside having a seizure. I probably went outside and was just like having a seizure on the fucking porch, and nobody even fucking poked their head outside. But then I just fucking came to, dude. I came to, and everything's spinning super bad. I'm standing up on the porch and shit. I have to like pull myself up. I'm drenched in sweat, sweating my fucking balls off. And then like, I don't know, dude. I just kind of like went back inside. It was like a really like, it's like I could still feel everything for a while. And then it was just like, I don't know, dude. I fucking didn't talk too much for the next couple weeks. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what happened, but I just kind of went back to doing drugs anyways. I was just like, yeah, I can't take acid right now. I'm just going to stick to the Molly.
Goddamn, dude. So let me ask you, so because I know you're a religious person, right? Or like you at least believe in God.
Spiritual.
Yeah, spirit. Okay.
Like when you say, I believe in God, yes, I can agree to that, but you could also say that I believe in Allah. I believe in that there is something.
Sure.
Like and that's it. I don't know what he, she, it is called. I don't fucking know. Don't really care at the end of the day. It's just the easiest word for me to explain what I'm giving thanks to is God.
Sure. So let me ask you, I guess, 2 questions about that. One, did that experience like enhance your spirituality at all? And 2, do you think that experience was like something that resembled a spiritual experience, or was it just you tripping, having a hallucination?
I mean, for me, I think it definitely made me more spiritual, because if you are a Satanist, like Satanists still have to believe in God.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I don't like about people. People like to group Satanist and atheist in the same position.
Oh, well.
And that doesn't make any sense.
Well, you shouldn't feel bad about that. I think it's hilarious. So
I just think it's fucking like dumb how some people do it.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's
just like, retarded. Oh, you're an atheist, so you fucking believe in the devil? It's like, no, not really. I don't believe in any of it.
Dude,
like,
when I hear that makes my week. I'm not even kidding.
How dumb people
it's
are.
It's so funny.
People just don't fucking think. They just don't take that one moment to just fucking think, dude. Idiots.
Yeah, but do you think that was a spiritual experience or just a hallucination?
Yeah, there was a moment, probably a good like 8 months and shit, that the cross I had in my apartment, we turned it upside down. Oh yeah.
Damn, for real? So you actually kind of went the other way for a little bit. You were like,
oh, I was in it. I was like, here I am, dude. I was like, here I am. I was like, if I'm gonna get whatever I want, then I guess I'm gonna get whatever I want. And it's like, you know what, too? And the more slowly that I have like come towards God and built like a relationship, I guess you could say, with God, the less I tend to just get whatever I want. Like back in the day for years, bro, they're just like, Lolo, how are you just straight like bagging 8 through 10s right now? You're just bagging them. Like, you know what I'm saying? 5'3", I really got like nothing to me. Like, there's like nothing going on. I'm addicted to fucking Xanax, popping like 5 bars a day, and I'm just fucking different bad bitches every week, making money, fucking having a great time. Everything is going like I just didn't care, I guess. I think that was really like the big difference though too. I don't know. Who knows if any of it's even real? It's probably just fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got all fucking spun out and that's what I fucking saw. But like, I don't know. Is there like a reason I saw it? Maybe. I don't think I'm ever going to get an answer to that. So I just don't even waste my time dwelling on it. It's like, I don't know. It's like, here's what happened. And here we are now.
Yeah.
Yep. I think if I get an answer to it, it's not going to be until the day I die. If it's like a real thing that I need an answer to. So, but if heaven and hell are real, I actually don't know where I'd be going.
Well, you signed your soul, bro.
Did I? Like, who knows what the fuck happened? Like,
according to what you said.
Yeah, I'm saying, though, like, what I think realistically happened is I felt a big pain in my side. I got a big anxiety attack while I'm tripping acid.
Yeah.
So my brain's all fucked up, too. And then I went outside, passed out, and had a seizure. That's what I think happened. And then I was just never quite the same after that. But to be fair, you're never the same after any acid trip.
No, not at all.
Have we told you about... man... I can't talk about the whole story because one of the girl that's involved in the story passed away. R.I.P. to her. She was a great person. So I don't want to talk about that story. I will talk about it on a personal time.
Sure.
But have I told you about... Have you ever heard about the story, like, with me and Blythe and our friends when we were screaming at the fire?
I don't think so. If anything, it hasn't been recorded. So.
Oh, my God, dude. We fucking were out at our buddy's old TV dub. And it's, like, outside of Oskaloosa. It's, like, out in the sticks, dude. Gravel road, country type shit. And we go out there. We're tripping sack. Like, we're all probably, like, anywhere from 2 to 5, 6 tabs deep. And we got this bonfire going out there. Earlier in the night, too, I was swinging upside down on a rope swing, and that motherfucker broke, dude. While I was upside down, I was like, boom, dude. Fucking my shoulders never been the same either. But, dude, I don't know why we started it. I don't remember what it was. But we all just started screaming at the fire loud as we could. A group of like 12 people all tripping sack, dude. We're all fucking like middle of the summer. It's night. It's like fucking probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. We're just like, as loud as we could, dude. Letting out all our aggression. It was hilarious.
That's such an LSD thing to do, too.
Yeah,
you know, dude. That's like some like you're listening to the Doors outside, like camping.
Oh yeah, we listen to EDM. Definitely. I like to put on the creepy shit. There's this one by G. Jones. It's like, help. I can't find my way out. And then it's just like, these guys like, help. I can't find my way out. Yeah, they love playing that shit around people. I just sit there like, yeah. Can't find your way out of this one, can you, pal? Don't hang out with me if you're tripping, bro.
See, I don't know if I would do it again unless it was legalized. There's just too much bullshit in acid, like street acid. I never, here, I'll say this. The fucking last time I tried to get acid, the guy who was about to get it for me got fucking, their group got raided by the feds. Like their online fucking message group got like,
damn, dude, you're one of those guys buying your drugs online.
No, I wasn't buying it online. Just the guy I was going through, he was involved in all that.
So and he had a whole online group going.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, dude, I can't get this for you, and I just gave up after that.
Damn. Yeah, people fuck shit up all the time, or fucking when people say you wash and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just don't have time.
Motherfucker's ass, dude.
Yeah.
For real, dude.
Who has time for acid?
You literally have to like sanction off like 24 hours. But I know motherfuckers who have
I do 2 days.
Dude, I have seen motherfuckers like day trip with us. Like we took a fucking tab at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and they had to go to work like the next morning at like 9 o'clock or some shit. Didn't sleep at all. Yeah. I'm just like, dude, you're fucking ballsy. I go to work without sleeping, dude. Nobody better say a fucking thing to me. I don't want to hear even a hi, how are you? Don't want to hear it. I'll be like, nope.
You know, I used to work at the movie theater, and I would pull all-nighters, and after work in the morning, I would just pop an Adderall and just fucking work.
You fucking crackhead.
Dude, I was for real crackhead. Dude, I got to a point where I was taking that shit so much, I wouldn't eat for like day plus.
Dude, that's how I was off the Xans.
Yeah. I remember Xan. Yeah, I used to I was on all that shit.
Dude, I fucking loved Xanax, dude. This is the best time, dude, because when I first started taking Xanax, I was still lifting a lot and quite frequently, and was still planning to do powerlifting competitions. Oh my God, dude. You hit a crazy big workout. Your whole body's sore. You just were ripping deadlifts for 2 hours straight. And then you go pop a Xanax. You're just like, am I? Just chill. Otherwise, you're like, Fuck that, dude. I was fucking... Take one of them bitches in the morning and drink a can of Monster. That'll get you right.
I feel like that wouldn't be enough for me, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I guess I used to take Xanax and Adderall together, which is such a stupid combination if you think about it. That's the most counteracting fucking.
I get it. I get it because I started taking Xanax because I loved doing cocaine, but cocaine always fucking gave me super bad anxiety. And it just made me super, like, jittery. And then one night when I was fucked up on Xanax and I did a bunch of cocaine, I was like, I still feel great. I was like, I can take on the fucking world right now. So I was just like, yeah, then you can just fucking pop the Xanax.
Yeah. See, I used to drink with Xanax too. So that was like...
Well, I do it all. Smoke, drink, cocaine, Xanax. Take a Xanax, drop it in some lean.
Do you still take Xanax?
No.
Oh, okay.
Fuck no, dude. I've had so many people like, you want a Xanax? I'm like, get that the fuck away from me.
I can't handle that either.
My whole week will be done. Wait, you said what?
My whole week will be gone if I fucking take one of those little,
at least 3 days. Pills.
Yeah. Done.
Dunskies, bud. I'd be fucking so sauced. Oh, dude, it's terrible. I can't just take, like, I'm literally a Xanax addict. Like, the only thing I think that even closely matches my addiction to it, because I could stop smoking weed. I just really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm on my last bowl right now. So once it's gone, it's fucking like, and I'm not intending to buy more for probably like 4 days. But nicotine, that's definitely up there with it. Like, I'd lose my vape for 5 minutes. I'm like, so...
Yeah, well, shit, circling back to acid, I mean, that was how I quit. That was the only way I quit smoking cigarettes. I mean, not really the only way. It was just kind of it was a boost in that process of, like, just realizing how sick of it I was.
So what was it, though? Like, did you just, like, light it up? Like, you lit one up or something and you were like, why do I like this? Or was it, like, thinking about what it does to your body?
Yeah, so, I mean, so basically what happened is I quit smoking cigarettes like a few months previous. And I had quit for like a couple months. And then COVID hit. And then I started like just smoking again. And then I had time where I took acid. And then I like during the trip, I guess I used to like smoke all, like that was like my anxiety thing. I would like get those American Spirits. Mm-hmm. And just chain smoke those like the entire fucking trip.
Oh, dude, a cigarette on acid is like sex.
Yeah, it's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A vape doesn't even match.
Yeah, but I was fucking hating it. Like, I was just smoking my Marlboro Reds, like, fucking hating it. Then, like, I had, like, 2 of them during the trip, and I was done, and then tapped out. And then that next morning, I woke up, I smoked half a cigarette. I was so disgusted by it, I tossed it. I was like, I'm done. Yeah. I just haven't had one since. I don't know. I smoke cigars, you know. It's, but I try to keep it.
Cigars aren't the same though.
Not at all.
Some people are like, oh, well, they have more nicotine in them.
Yeah, but you never smoke them as much. Like when you smoke a cigar, the last thing you want to do is smoke another cigar. Like when you smoke a cigarette, like 20 minutes later, you're like fiending for another cigarette.
Yeah,
it's just
and that's because like they just have so much more added chemicals in them. I'm sure cigars got them too. The thing is, the baseline comes down to it is people, because this is just I can't even think of what word I was looking for, but it's just like something that the American government loves to fucking do. They've been doing it for a long time. Nicotine isn't the real problem. Nicotine isn't necessarily...
Yes.
Nicotine can be very, very beneficial. Mm-hmm. Very beneficial. It stimulates you, and it can help you... if I'm right. I'm pretty positive on this. We might have to look this one up. But nicotine can help you retain memory because it helps like peppermint.
Yeah, no. I know in England it's really popular to take nicotine pills.
Yeah.
And instead of like drinking coffee, like a lot of Americans do.
And that's the thing. If you just fucking do it like that, or if you're just getting like straight nicotine, like if you had just like raw straight chewing tobacco, then it's like, yeah. You can feel the difference too, because I used to chew back in high school.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
But that quickly stopped once I was out of high school because I wasn't wrestling anymore.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, you gotta lose 5 pounds, go to a lipper in, get the spitting, bud. You'll lose that shit lickety split.
How does that feel in your lip? Because I mean, I don't know if it's just the DARE program or whatever, but like, doesn't it like fucking cup your gums and all that?
Well, yeah, but it does, but it's not like it's like cuts that you can see type shit. Unless like you consistently dip in the same spot.
So it's almost just like little pricks, would you say? Like, it doesn't really leave a mark, or like, is it sore? Does it get sore after you do it?
It can.
Okay, just kind of depends on how much you do it.
Like, yeah, it definitely. If you're fucking just always putting a fucking huge amount of chewing tobacco in, you're just like big pinch, and you fucking leave it in there as soon as it's out, you take that out and put another one in, yeah, it's gonna cut your shit up.
Yeah, doesn't Gideon do that?
No, Gideon doesn't chew.
No, I thought he did.
No, he just fucking smokes cigarettes like a goddamn train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I don't judge any motherfucker that smokes cigarettes, because I was right there, bud. I was right fucking there.
I just like to talk shit, so I'll be like, "Yeah, cigarettes." I judge any girl that tries to flirt with me and smoke cigarettes. That's for sure. As long as she's just smoking a cigarette. I was with my coworker one time, and her friend was on there. She's complaining about her boyfriend, and she on FaceTime with her. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "You just need to come over here." And then she lights up a cigarette. I'm like, "Is that a cigarette? Never mind. Stay there. Don't fucking come here." Oh shit, dude! I'm hilarious.
That's why you're here, man.
Yep.
The other day I found found an old email with like an old drive with like all these pictures of me and my ex-wife and shit. And I was kind of just curiously browsing through them, and I came across a video where we're both smoking cigarettes, and like we're like passing a cigarette to each other, and she's just like just hacking her lungs out. We're both like just like coughing the whole time.
Wait, did she not smoke?
No, she did. No, that was the thing. We just were such big chain smokers that like coughing was just like a constant normal thing for us. Yeah, man. I used to breathe like shit. It was awful, man. I breathe
like shit now.
That place I lived in, I used to, it was a smoking apartment. It was like the last smoking apartment I ever actually smoked in. And when we left, the walls were yellow.
Oh, yeah. Legitimately yellow. Fucking bad. Oh, you smoked inside, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Hell
I would live in my own smoke, man. I would smoke in the bed.
I would smoke a cigarette inside in the right like setting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my house on the south side. You remember going over there and shit? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd smoke. There's a couple times I smoked a cigarette inside in there because I was like, "Fuck it." I don't smoke cigarettes like that though. Too.
Yeah. Well, that front den you could have gotten away with it pretty easily.
Oh yeah, just anywhere. Area. Really, yeah. Though I just fucking. I mean, like summertime, windows are open and shit like that. Fuck it, I'll smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck. That's what I said. This shit's all wood and looked like trash. So fuck it.
Yeah, I do miss the cigarette breaks from work. That was some like just low key shit. Just be like, "Hey, can I go and smoke a cigarette?" Yeah,
I hate that I just walk around and vape. I walk around like this sometimes. Writing on my clipboard like I'm doing inventory. Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm not kidding.
Like a Hispanic Freud.
Yeah, it's... Nah, I fucking need to stop this shit though, for real.
Yeah, I mean it's not good for you. I don't know. People, do you think it's better for you than cigarettes? Do you feel better?
I mean, I'll tell you this. I used to smoke cigarettes when I first started like trying to lose all the weight that I lost when I lost like 100 pounds and shit. Mm-hmm. And I would run. After every workout, I'd go and run a mile. And when I smoked cigarettes, when I got done, I'd be coughing and shit. I'd be fucking like hacking up fucking like black chunks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like black chunks of like phlegm and shit like that because it's just so much tar buildup.
Yeah.
And
goddamn.
Then when I started vaping and shit, at first it was definitely a lot better. Like right away, it was like okay. But then as like it was more like a once I got done, it's more just like I get this like this like tight, more like raspy-ish breathing type shit. Like I don't know, but
yeah,
my mile time went down when I had stopped smoking cigarettes. But I also had just been consistently running miles, so it could have been a factor of that. Maybe I was just getting better at running the mile, but I don't know. I hate people that I know it is. I know it is. You don't know a fucking thing, dumbass. My brother-in-law's a doctor. Shut the... Yeah, of course it's not you. Of course it's never, I read a book on it. You know what I mean? It's never that. I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot. They're going to have to study that shit. It has to be officially studied by the FDA for like 25 years before they can really say like, yo, this is what this shit will do to you with long-term effect. Like, otherwise, you just know short-term effects. That's the only thing you could study right now. It hasn't, like, your vaping has changed so much that it's like, okay, vaping, what it is right now, like your typical vape juice. You know, like that's what they like. So it's like it's gonna take more time before like better studies come out.
Well, another thing people want to think about is like you get like metal shards in your. I don't know about that one, but from a lot of them, you get like metal shards in your like lungs, cut up your lungs because like you hit that thing enough, eventually metal chunks are gonna be chipping off that thing, and when you're inhaling it, they're gonna come off and get into your lungs and shit. I've just heard that that's something that can happen.
You might get metal chunks, but I mean, for the most part, I'm imagining that this is plastic.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I'm assuming that they're trying to use.
There's metal parts in there though that are heating it up.
There's definitely gonna be some, but like I mean, like this
for
just
the most
like
part, it's
for the most part, this is probably all
like
gonna be plastic.
That's at least better than like the Juul or something like that.
Yeah, the Juuls are nasty. You know what Juuls smell like?
Oh,
you fucking hit a Juul and you
I used to hit that shell. I used to be on. I was on Juuls for like half a year.
Those things smell like fucking bed bug extermination gas. I know what that shit smells like. Like from the first time I ever smelled it, I was like, "Ooh!" I was like, "That shit." It's like it has its own distinct smell. And so it's like, and it's just like you'll never forget about it. And then fucking the first time somebody hit a Juul around me, I was like, what the fuck?
It's like electrical.
I'm like, what are you fucking smoking right now, dog?
Yeah, man. I will say there are a few experiences that compared to the nicotine high of just like watching like an hour show and just
are them shits like every fucking breath.
What was that?
Are Juuls discontinued?
I have no idea. I think I still see ads for them.
Huh.
I don't know. No idea.
Fuck Juul.
They weren't they on some bullshit? Wasn't there some? I mean,
yeah, there was some bullshit going on with
some
them.
scandal or something.
Yeah, or I don't know if it was a scandal.
Yeah,
I think they had to take some certain pods or something like that off the shelves.
Oh, it was probably the flavors because I think they like made this sweeping motion to get rid of all these flavors in the vapes to like deter kids from, kids from wanting to do it.
I think that what they should do is pass a law that if you see a kid that's not 21 vaping, then you're just legally allowed to punch them and take their vape. Yeah. So like, because of you, it makes it harder for me to get my shit. You ugly fuck.
You want to clean up the streets quickly? Give the power to the people.
Yeah. Give the power to me, dude.
Give me your Juuls.
I'll start like a whole facade thing, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it. What do you call that? Like, the dudes that fucking set up fake profiles to go catch predators?
Oh, the phishing?
Okay, so it's phishing. That's what it is. So I would set up fake profiles to say that I'm selling vapes to underagers. So I would just disguise myself online as an underage kid selling underage kids vapes. And then when they showed up out there, all fucking getting a right hand, bud. Knuckle fucking sandwich, pal.
Chris Hansen appears.
He's like, what are you doing with these kids? And I'm like, well, I'm actually about to punch them all in the face. He's like, hey, you know what? He'd be like, well, you know what? I've been here for worse, but I've been here for worse. I love those videos. Not the Chris Hansen ones as much. I like these new ones that have been coming out. This page where these guys are like, hey, everybody. This guy is here to meet a 13-year-old boy off the app Grindr. And I'm just fucking dying, bro. The way like some of these guys will squirm and just break down. They're like, oh, as soon as they see the guys and they see them with their phones out. It's great. It's a fantastic time. Good watches, dude. I'll shout them out whenever I see one of their videos again, I just fucking, dude, I just be swiping through Facebook. I don't fucking, and then if I'm like, hey, I see this person's videos a lot, I'm like, follow. I'm like, who's that? I'm like, I've seen them, but I don't know what they're called. Like, I just don't pay attention to the name. I never go to the profile. I just let the Facebook algorithm do its thing for my entertainment. You see that twitch?
What, on you?
That my hand went like that. It's like my hand like straightened out. My fingers opened up for a second, dude. What the fuck? Am I dying?
Your hand's been working a lot. It's
this hand.
I guess that's not. That's,
dude, my fucking hands not the hand you're working a lot. Well, no, I'm left-handed, pal.
Oh, you are?
So this would be the hand, yeah.
Oh,
which is weird that this one did that though, because this is the one that's been hurting. Getting a stranger in the bed with me, you know what I'm saying? Had to switch it up these last few times, dude. You know what? That brings me to something I'm curious about too.
All right.
Would you ever get a male sex toy?
Like, what do you mean, like a fleshlight?
Yeah, like a pocket pussy.
I used to have one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What's your outlook on it? On men having sex toys?
I mean, I think overall it's not really a positive.
Not a positive?
No, I mean, it feels fucking amazing. I mean,
I just want to know why. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, like that one that I shared the other day. That one's super extra though, where it's got like the whole handles on it, and then and then it's got the phone holder, dude. I'm like, dude, I was like, take my money. Nah, but I've just always been super curious, because to me, I've always wondered. I'm like once you find out what a lot of these girls are doing to themselves on their downtime with their toys, and then they're talking about how no dudes ever make them come. I'm like, I wonder if that's all their fault, like all us as men's fault. Are we just that bad, or are you just wrecking your sensory?
I think both genders have hijacked the new wave of technology and all the great abundances that brings for sex. You know, it's natural. You see both, like, you see examples of both where, like, it's either the chick who has, like, you know, 15, 20 different dildos, or the guy who has, like, the sex bots and the fleshlights. Like, you know, it goes either way, man.
A whole robot would just be insane.
There's a guy, I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about a guy who has been married to his sex robot for 10 years.
What does he do with it? Just have sex with it?
He fucks it, then he just, like...
Can that motherfucker do anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think he just,
I mean, if you got like AI in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I basically could buy
some wild shit
a sex robot, and since it's a robot, just make it do whatever I wanted it to do outside of just sexual activities, I'd get a sex robot. Because I'd be like, all right, go do the fucking dishes. Go fucking clean the house. I'm going to play video games.
Is it cheating? If you're in a relationship and you have a sex robot, is that cheating?
I mean, if it had AI in it, if it's the one that I'm talking about, I bet it'd be cheating.
But if it doesn't have a conscience, is it still in that realm of, like, it's just an object and a tool?
Have you met a woman before?
I'm not saying for a typical woman. I'm just saying within...
I was going to say it's cheating, dude.
I'm just saying within what you think is cheating. I know what women are going to say on that.
Dude,
I'm not questioning.
You think I'm going to consider that cheating, dude? What fucking team do you think I'm playing for? Okay? I'm a straight fucking man, bro. I respect all other sides, but I'm batting for my team, homie. Shout out all the straight men. Yeah. Hey. I'm going to go under fire for that one right there. They're going to be like, fuck this guy. I'm never watching this shit again.
One of our core values here at the Unhinged and Uncensored podcast.
Yeah, one of our core values. We fight and stand for straight men.
Are you not going to fight in the ring? No, you kick my ass, man. I don't know, but I do have some height on you, though.
Wait, you said you want to fight me in the ring?
Not really.
What kind of fighting?
Like boxing, like all out.
A straight like all out, like MMA?
I don't know. I don't know the difference. What's
MMA I guess like boxing UFC.
Okay.
And boxing would be like what Floyd Mayweather does, like just put on the gloves.
Sure.
Which both are very respectable. Both are some of the hardest sports ever. They're kind of stupid at the end of the day when you think about them. Yeah. It's like, if you weren't a human, like if you were like an alien race or something, and then like we told you about it, they'd probably be like, you guys are fucking idiots.
Sounds kind of gay.
Yeah, right? Like it's like, so you two just like beat each other up and then you get all sweaty and bloody and hug afterwards. It's like, yeah, right? It does kind of like when you really whatever. I love it though. I love this shit. But if me and you fight MMA, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because this is my big thing. Well, I guess maybe you do have some, but I doubt it.
I've never wrestled in my life.
Yeah, no wrestling background. You're getting fucked up.
No, I know I would.
No boxing background either.
I'm getting fucked up.
The thing is, I'm not a fucking prize boxer.
Yeah.
I got fucking short arms and shit.
So you think boxing, in theory, boxing would be a better match?
Oh, way better.
Okay.
Way better. Because I've sparred. I've never actually been in like a sanctioned boxing match. So there's no telling how good of a boxer I actually am. And I haven't sparred in a long time. But it's like, I wrestled long enough that it's like, I'm not losing that. Like you just don't lose the knowledge. You get to this point of, because I mean, practice is just like drill. I mean, you're just shoot, sprawl. Like it's just stand-ups. You're fucking, oh my god, dude. Just fucking work it.
I do think it'd be funny in the future. I mean, this would be probably a while, but to like actually like legitimately like train and fucking like do a boxing match and fucking film it. I think that'd be funny.
That could be fun, dude.
It'd be cringe as fuck.
We can just go big gloves and headgear.
Yeah,
I think I'm not like a fighter like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if a nigga wants smoke at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? There's some motherfuckers out here who I know can get their fucking ass whooped. But it's like, I am not just gonna like willingly. I like headgear. Anytime I spar, I prefer to be in headgear. Don't care how it makes me look. But I had to take a test, the concussion test, before I could wrestle my senior year because I had too many concussions. And then
damn.
I took 2 years off. Yeah, right. That's the CTE kicking in, pal. But I took like 2.5 years off because I didn't graduate and then had my drug addiction, all that shit. And then I go to wrestle in college, and like within my first 2 weeks of practice, I fucking got a concussion.
Goddamn, dude.
I did this like, I was tied up with this guy, and he went to I don't remember what he went to do, but like we both snapped out. Like he went to pull me down, I think, because he went this way, and I just like went limp, and I pulled out this way. And then we're both coming back, and his fucking forehead just went boom, straight to the back of my head, and like it just flashed white, and like I was just on my hands and knees. I was like, so it's like for a split second, like it almost knocked me out for a second.
Goddamn.
It's like cracked on the back of the head like that. Nah, yeah, that shit was like, I was like, damn, I should probably go get checked out for that one. Like if it was just like, boom, I hit it and I saw like a little flash of stars, I probably could have brushed it off. But the fact that my legs, like, because like, you know, like when you get knocked out and shit, like you don't actually feel your legs most of the time. Sometimes people get the step wobbles, but it was just like they just went straight down. And like, I don't know, it's like my legs just disappeared is what it felt like. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get this checked out. I was fucking a trash ass wrestler in college. I wasn't that good in high school either. So I was like, I started wrestling my freshman year, and I got my ass beat my entire freshman and sophomore year.
Goddamn. I think I only got knocked out one time in my life. I was like 8 years old, and I fell out of a tree. And I fucking hit my head. I think I hit my head on a branch coming down and just like landed on my... And I woke up and I was like freaking out. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, it
were
just
you by
like,
yourself?
No, my sisters were out there with me. So
were they crying?
No, they were probably overjoyed. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't remember. I was out. And I woke up and I was in bed.
Is that it?
That was the only time. I think it's the only time I've ever been knocked out. Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
I've knocked myself out with alcohol.
Oh yeah, right. Dude, when I was a little kid, I was probably around the same age, like 8 years old. and we were riding bikes, me and my stepbrother. We were going to race around the block, and I'm like going as fast as I can. I'm looking behind me over at him like this, and there's like this like brick thing that sits up like probably this high and shit. That that like one of the people in our neighborhood had. It's like their house goes up on like the hill, and so it like almost like comes out into the sidewalk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I just fucking clipped that thing, I guess. I just fucking clipped it with the front of my bike, bent the top front of it, like bent the handlebars forward and everything. But all I remember is looking back at him, and then like I felt me hit the thing. And then when I woke up, he's got me in his arms, and he's just running, freaking out. I'm just like in his arms, and like, dude, he was freaking because like I hit super hard, and then I was just like completely limp. He was trying to wake me up and shit, I guess. He thought I fucking died, bro. And like I wake up, bro, and I'm just like I've got blood all over me, bro. I'm just fucking leaked out in blood. I'm just like, I busted my chin out. That's the first time I had to get stitches. That's my story of my first fucking set of stitches was that, bro.
Damn. How many stitches have you gotten?
What, are we counting surgery too?
Sure.
Total of like, it's not that much.
Yeah.
It's like probably a total of like 32 stitches. So.
Damn.
Well, that would count staples too.
So you're talking about like these are like times you've gotten stitches, not like the individual.
Oh, times? Not 32 times. I was just like probably like 32, which is I mean if you're like, dude,
no, like how many times have you gotten stitches?
Oh, like 4 or 5 times.
Okay, yeah, so you got 3. Yeah.
No super baddies, dude. No super bad ones. This was the worst. The fucking ACL surgery was fucking.
Oh shit.
Oh, buddy, when I woke up, I'm cool, right? But then after like that 30 minutes or so, the anesthesia starts to wear off, and that's when they go to give you the pain meds. Because I'm chilling. I'm thinking, I got the pain meds in me right now. That's why I don't feel anything. Wrong. And when that bitch comes on, she come on hard, right? It was just like, yeah, my leg feel kind of funny. And then it was like, ah! I'm like pressing the button. I'm like, please, it hurts so bad.
How'd you fuck up your ACL?
Playing soccer.
Oh, I didn't know you played soccer.
Hell yeah, dude. I played soccer my whole life. I was way better. That's what I should have gone to college for. 100%. I should have. I have no fucking idea why I went to wrestle. Made no sense, dude. I should have just played soccer. I would literally go and practice with some of my buddies that played for the soccer team sometimes. And like I knew a bunch of the soccer players had way better chemistry. They're way cooler guys. I had way more fun. Even the guys that I wrestled with in high school that were on the college team, just like we just didn't have the same connection as we did before. So just wasn't. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, they weren't Mexican like you.
No, they're just fucking. Everybody just you just changed, dude. After high school. Like 1 year after high school, dude, you change a fucking lot. But no, they're not. They're all white. So I wonder where a couple of them are nowadays. A couple of the ones I don't care about.
Yeah, I don't think I care about anybody that I went to high school with where they're at. Sorry. If you're still listening to this, I'm sorry.
How many people were in your high school?
In the high school total, probably about 400. Oh,
yeah, see, so I feel like it's easier. I mean, like, there's, like...
How many were in Oski? How big was Oski?
Probably, like, I think my senior year, I think there was, like, about 1,100 kids.
Okay.
We're 3A. So, like, we're a fairly big school.
How big is that town's population, though?
I don't know. They would have just done another census.
Okay.
But in the 2010 census, I think it was, like, 12,500.
Okay, so about more than twice, because Orange City was about 5,000.
Orange City.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Sounds like a good place for you, low-key, yeah.
No, man.
Go back out there, start yourself a little potato farm.
A little potato.
And just fucking live it up, man.
Nah, man, they were the Dutch out there.
Dutch?
Yeah, Protestant Dutch, crazy
Oh, dude, that's what Pella is.
Yeah.
Fuck Pella. Pella.
You would hate Orange City then.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I bet they don't like blacks out there, do they?
You know, there was one black kid in my entire town, and like,
Did they like him?
What was that?
Did they like him?
Oh no, he like, and it was like so sad because like he's like, dude, you're the one motherfucker in this town. Like, this is your chance to prove everybody wrong and to, you know. But this motherfucker, like, of course he gets arrested like right at 17 and just like
what for,
did the whole fucking. I know the big thing he went to jail for was it was kind of your same situation. He had a drug house and got raided.
Oh.
The DA was in town and shit.
Yep.
But just like
fucking blacks, dude.
Fucking it up.
Fuck that shit. The money, baby. Money, baby. Money, baby. I like money, baby.
No, it was weird though. You know, growing up, it was more homophobic than racist.
Oh, I can absolutely believe that.
Yeah. Like that, there was definitely racism. Don't get me wrong. Like, but like, I just like the thing that bothered people the most.
Yeah,
was
they're
people
like,
being gay.
They're like, I don't like those fucking monkeys, but at least they're all right. You bring those fucking homos over here, and I'm gonna fucking burn shit down. Yeah, I fucking believe that.
At least they're not sticking bananas up their assholes, you know.
Yeah. Dude, the way that people the people who are just like racist like that just really blow my mind. Like, they blow my fucking mind. Like, I just don't understand. It's like it consumes their entire life. That is their personality.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, no, I don't like gays. The people who are like that, dude, it's like, okay, is there anything else? Is there anything else to you? Like, yeah, there's a couple other things, but I really just don't like it. And it's like, all right, brother. Or like, you know, people who are racist, it's like, especially the people today who really are racist and just like argue with themselves about it. They don't even realize it. They like try to continuously argue on why they're not racist. And then it's like every thing that you're putting up right now, dude, is just making you more racist, honestly.
They've written a book about like how they're really, really, really not racist, but like just justifying their racism the whole time.
Exactly. It's like
they're just like it, you know? They just all do that. They're just
they all just have like this incredible, all people that like just hate a certain group of people like that. Like there's no like grouping of people because of like religion, sexual orientation, color of their skin that I just hate because of like one of those things. I can't. It's not in me. I don't have the energy for it. But it's like my buddy I told you about that was like, yep, trans people, they're going to ruin the country. It's like, whether it's, you know, the gay thing, trans thing, or a race thing, or anything like that, it's like that is where their mind's at. It's like, this is the worst thing that could happen. And it's like, why? Like, bro, you know, if you just didn't even think about it, then you wouldn't feel like, if you just didn't think about it, you wouldn't really feel that way.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I don't know how people can live their life. I'd have a fucking heart attack if I was racist. With how much stress I deal with, Coleman, I would have a fucking heart attack if I was racist.
Yeah. And it's always the people who like don't live around a single minority, right? Like they live in their mom's basement in an all-white neighborhood. And
try that in a small town.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, nobody wants to go there. Wait. Nobody wants to be there.
It's more expensive. It's shittier.
In the small town?
Yeah. At least but the small towns I've grown up in, it's way more expensive.
Well, that would make sense because Pella is kind of like that too. Like they're way more pricey than Oskaloosa is going to be like. Everything's way too... Dude, I could get this house right here. If you were renting this in Oskaloosa, $1,000 a month. Wow. Easy.
Damn.
That's a good one. You know what?
Would it be nice
about
though?
What?
Would it be nice though?
I'm talking about like this same house right now, right
quality.
here.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
right.
same everything, same everything, and you wouldn't live on a fucking one-way street right here too. Which I suppose is kind of nice because anytime you go to back out of your driveway, you only got to look one direction, really.
Yeah, true. No, it is fucking annoying though. Like, Well, I had Pat the other day. He just took the one way up. He didn't give a fuck. He just
oh, from over there.
Yeah.
He just fucking went straight up it. I almost did when we were gonna help you move in. I was like, dude, it's right. I can see the house. I might as well just do it.
If nobody's coming, I'll do it.
But fuck them, dude. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, right.
I'll fight a cop, dude.
No, the cop shows up at my house 15 minutes later. I'm just smoking a joint. Like, yeah, what'd I do? Like, you went up the one way and you're smoking a joint.
They'd probably be pissed about it. Maybe. Des Moines is cool like that, though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's way more chill. There's so many instances where, like, not at my job now, but, like, I've been on my way to work.
Yeah.
Like, no seatbelt, smoking a blunt. White Claw in my fucking cup holder, and I'm just like, I'm driving straight, I'm driving the speed limit, I'm paying attention to my surroundings, and so I'm so confident that I'm actually doing a good job driving that I'm not gonna get pulled over right now, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They don't get, the only time I've been pulled over in Des Moines was like 2 months ago. I got pulled over by a deputy. And he pulled me over for no seatbelt. I was fucking stunned. I was like, wow. I'm like, you don't have something better to do? Like, you don't have something better to fucking do. Let's get it. Let's be real, dude. The seatbelt law is fucking idiotic.
It's retarded.
I don't want to have to see you dead on the highway. Get a different fucking job, you fat fuck. You don't want to go out there and stand there to get paid $25 an hour for standing there for 4 hours because you got to hold down the scene? Shut the fuck up. For real, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think that a law needs to come out. It's like 21 years of age and up. Don't have to wear a seatbelt if you don't want to.
Hey, I support that 100%. Yeah.
Most of the time I wear mine. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like the fact that you want to, and cops are a lot better about it these days too, though, because it used to be like, you get pulled over not wearing a seatbelt, you're getting a ticket. And it's just like, I got a $114 ticket for it once. $114.
Holy shit.
You know what it did? It didn't make me want to wear my seatbelt more. It just made me hate the fucking cops more. Yeah. So now you just like lessen the chance. You're like, if you see something, say something. If you see something, call the cops. And like, I was young here, and it's like, you're pulling me farther in the opposite direction. It's like everything the police have ever done has just consistently I would love to love police. I would love to be able to trust and respect police officers. You know what I mean? Because the job that they're in place, that they're supposed to be doing, like the idea of getting rid of the police department to me is insane. Just getting rid of it completely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's as insane, but I think it would be. I don't believe in a complete removal of it.
I think that's just. I mean, if you do that, you're just like heading towards anarchy.
Well, anarchy's not as bad as people make it out to be, but
it can be. And in the United States, if there was just no rules, no laws, it was just like wild, wild west in the United States right now. Eventually, it would get better, but we would have a lot of deaths over the next 10 years. A lot of deaths.
I don't know. I think people would just operate by their own rules. Like, you know, you're in my house right now. Like, there's a series of rules that, you know, when people walk into somebody's house, you operate by. Yeah. Like, I don't think it's entirely insane.
But that's what I'm saying. Who's enforcing those rules?
The people whose house you're in. If you're on their property, you're
okay. What about when you go to work? What about when you go to the gas station?
Again, those are those are properties. Those are businesses. You operate by their rules.
Yeah. Okay. But what if you're like, fuck that?
Then you can either leave, or they can do whatever they feel is necessary to get you off their property.
Because if it was like more of like an anarchy state, there has to be like some level of it though, like defunding the police and less police. I can get down with that.
Yeah, I think we need to still have a way to protect children, people who are under the age of 18. I think having things that. Things in place to help protect that. I think that's still important.
Yeah. But you got to have somebody. You got to have something somewhere, even if it's just low level, you know? Because they've made it into an entire business. I was talking to my stepdad like a year ago, and he just found out that there's privately owned prisons. Yeah, he like just found out. He's like, there's no such thing. I'm like, you don't know about this?
Are there still though? I thought they made that illegal. Did they change that?
They might have now, I guess, but there was. So
I thought they changed that for a little bit. That is, I will say, that is one thing I don't think should be privatized because that's just retarded.
I mean, it shouldn't. We need less of them. You know what I'm saying? Like there should be a deeper focus on doing things. I think like did we talk about the Danny Masterson case last week at all?
I don't think. Maybe.
I think we did a little bit about how like he raped the 2 girls. He got 30
that's
years.
Right. That's yes.
And it's like, is that enough? Is it too much? It's like a big thing that people were talking about. And I'm like, well, you know what? If more dudes were getting 30, 50, 60 years in prison for raping girls, we might have some less rapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, like if there's like a bigger penalty. So like in an anarchy state, it could be like, okay, well, if you're going to come to my gas station and you rob this motherfucker, I'm going to shoot you dead.
Yeah. 100%.
And then it's like, well, there'd probably be less robberies.
Yep. 100%.
But also then you got to think when the robberies do happen, they are going to be more extreme, for sure. Because if it's like, these guys are going to be ready to shoot their store owners and they can shoot us if we try to rob them, but we know what they got and we want it, so they're going to come ready. Like the people, you know?
I guess. I just don't know if like a police force is necessarily going to deter that, right? Like if people are going to come and fuck shit up and they're going to have the means necessary, like they're going to do that regardless of whether there's a police department or not. At least
but I mean like somebody goes to rob a Casey's right now, they might come in and put a handgun or a shotgun in your face, right? Because you're working a fucking Casey's. They're like, give me the money, and the way you're trained at a gas station like that is to just let them take what they want and do not try to fight them. So then and then it's call the police when you get done. Call the police because somebody's gonna have to handle it. You're not just gonna be like, well, I got robbed, come back tomorrow, you know. So it's like no police, you know. Like now it's like the person doesn't even have to mask up, anything like that. It's like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. There's no police. It's not like your surveillance cameras are really going to do anything for you. So then it's going to turn to, okay, well, now that this is a lawless land, I'm going to be here prepared to shoot and kill if you come to rob my fucking place. Yeah. So then if I'm like, well, I'm going to still go rob these motherfuckers, I'm coming way more extreme. Way more extreme.
Yeah, I mean, look, is that going to happen? Yes. I don't think there's any reality that is going to alleviate that or diminish that. I just don't think that's saying,
I think it would get a lot more extreme. Like, it'd be a lot more than a Casey's employee got a handgun put in their face and they got robbed. It's going to be like, in, boom, motherfucker's dead now. Because now because I'm gonna I'm not thinking this is a bitch ass cashier that's gonna give me everything when I tell him to. I'm thinking this motherfucker is gonna try to shoot me once I pull out this gun. So I'm gonna be like, bang. So then I don't have to deal with it. Then I'm gonna do my stealing, looting, and robbing and get the fuck up out of there. You know what I mean? It's gonna get more extreme for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, in life things are gonna happen. The cards are gonna fall as they may. I just think it's kind of arbitrary and silly to think that like we can construct laws that can like control that. Look, like I said, I'm not full on anarchist by any means, but
I think they do control it to an extent. Like, you're not gonna stop somebody from robbing stores. People are always gonna try to do it, but people don't do things like people think about it. You could easily get 25 to life for robbing a store for armed robbery. It's like 25 to life. So, like, people think about that shit. They're going to be like, dude, these fucking boys are going to come and fucking get me.
Sure, but then you know what happens. Then these stores, they don't take the precautions to actually arm themselves properly. They just rely on the police department. And then when the police department don't come through, then they're fucked because they don't have any protection. Whereas if everybody just relied on their own protection, you would have a better chance of standing up against people, I think.
Yeah, for real. They just fucking pull the pussy out. Like, if they come in and they say they're robbing the place, step away from the register. Do not fight them.
Yeah, exactly, man. Dude. Well, shit, man.
I'd be so fucking mad.
You just be so fucking mad about what?
I'd be so fucking mad if I was fucking working at a gas station and somebody came in putting a gun in my fucking face. I'd be like, bro, take the fucking shit, dude. I didn't fucking buy this shit. I don't give a fuck. Take it all. I will let you empty out this whole store and get 15 minutes away before I call the cops. And then when they ask me why I didn't call sooner, I will just tell them I was freaking out. Like, don't fucking put a gun in me.
Tell them you're a libertarian. They'll lay you off the hook.
I actually was just looking up that because I was curious where that landed. Because I was going back about the Joe Rogan thing so I could make sure I had my facts straight.
Oh, okay.
Because, and yeah, he does say that he's libertarian leaning, is what he says. But people actually say that libertarian is farther to the right than to the left, I guess.
People say that. I don't really. I think libertarianism at the end of the day is just believing in having your own rights. So I mean, I think in a lot of sense, it actually leans lefter. Because I think libertarians, I think a true libertarian believes in like a woman's right to choose, a person's right to bear arms, and all that kind of stuff. They believe in like drug legalization. Like that's a big one. Like that kind of pisses me off about people who say they're libertarian leaning, but they still believe like drugs should be illegal. And I'm like, you're not a libertarian then. That's like one of the core.
Well, that's why they say libertarian leaning.
Yeah, exactly. It's a cop out, but
like I just don't want to say that I'm a libertarian.
Well, yeah, they don't want to admit. Well, what they really don't want to admit is that they're right leaning, and they put on the libertarian cloak to be like, oh, I'm not as right leaning. It's like, okay, but you still think people should be locked up for having, half a gram of cocaine? Then yeah, you're not libertarian.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. Maybe a citation if it's gonna remain illegal, but just like how, like, dude. It's locking people up too and then putting shit on their record affects them so bad. But back to like the libertarian thing. I was thinking about this, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird how when you go to the two-party system and you just think about it really like that way. Like, so on this can is a circular shape, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say there was a white line right down this way, right? And that white line is the center.
Yeah.
Now, if you go all the way left and you keep going, and I start on the right and go all the way right and keep going, we kind of end up in the same place.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Isn't that great? Like, it's like, these extreme conservatives and these extreme liberals sound like the same fucking idiots.
They are literally the same. No, they're both the morality police, man. They're both there to, at the end of the day, just be like, hey, you're right, I'm wrong. Or, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong, etc. That's the way, and like that's the law. That's the way it is, and like this is the moral code. And if you're not on my side, then you are a garbage human being, and you should be exiled and humiliated, etc. Yeah,
dude, maybe we need you for president.
Hey, let's
Coleman
do it.
McAllister, the first libertarian president. Or have we had a libertarian?
We have not had a libertarian
president. I don't think so.
Unfortunately.
You know what you need? This sign I'm about to get myself. I'm going to buy myself a yard sign, and it says, fuck them both, 2024. Yep. And it just says, fuck them both.
That's great.
I have it in my Amazon cart. I'm just like, I have the money for it. I'm just like, do I want to spend $20 on this right now, though? So I think I'm going to wait and then buy it like in the spring so I can break it out fresh.
Hey, man, at this point, that's my fucking attitude, too. So give me one. Also.
Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck him. Okay, before we even end this, actually, how fucking much does it piss you off when somebody says that so-and-so is the best president ever? It doesn't piss you off like it pisses me off?
I don't know if it pisses me off. It's just ignorant. It's just dumb.
So fucking ignorant.
They never know everything about that president ever. Who did they say was the best president?
Not even just that. I mean, by far, the most I've got of it is Trump. People be like there's people my age. Like people that, I talked to this dude who's got to be like 25 or 26 right now. And he was like, I think Trump's the best president we ever had. I'm like, this is the first fucking guy you were able to vote for. Maybe the second. What the fuck are you talking about? There's been so many presidents. Like, you don't even know what type of president George Washington was or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, best president we've ever had, that's ever existed. You are a fucking imbecile.
Yeah.
Because, and maybe
especially
they're right.
Donald Trump.
Maybe they're right. I can't necessarily say that they're wrong. It's just so absurd to me to fucking just like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen all the other presidents.
I mean, look, the inflation crisis we're in right now, that was Trump's fault.
Yeah, and then they fucking somehow blame it. The gas, though, is incredible to me. Because gas prices literally spiked for the whole entire world.
Yeah, that had a lot more to do with Joe Biden than Trump. But, I mean, look,
that had to do with Russia and Ukraine. Yeah. When our gas prices went up, they went up in France. They went up in Britain. They went up literally everywhere. Because the country with, like, the biggest source of fucking oil on the entire planet was like, hey, we need this shit. You want to get it from us? You're going to fund our fucking war. And that's basically how it went. Dude, there was places in France paying $9 a gallon or $9 whatever. Dude, out in Cali, it was fucking shit like that, dude.
True.
Out in Cali, it was fucking bad, bro. It's still bad right now. I think my sister pays like $6, $7 a gallon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible. So to say, like, it's like, people are just so absurd with some of that shit, bro. Because it's like, we're not even going to really find out what Joe Biden has done as a president, like how bad he really fucked up or maybe did some really good things, until about a year after he leaves office. Because it's like, dude, the whole first year in office is just trying to get things passed. Mm-hmm. Nothing actually starts until it gets passed. Mm-hmm. So it's like, we can't say shit, bro. It's like, if you're going to tell me that this isn't because of the way our country spent money in 2020 and pretty much all the decisions Trump made, you're crazy.
Yeah.
He would have rocketed our debt, dude. Yeah. Our debt would be so much more. We can't even I don't know if it'd be... Yeah. We're going to be a political fucking podcast by the end of this. This is 2 weeks that we ended up talking about some fucking... Burn it down.
Burn the whole thing down.
Burn the whole thing down. In 2020, dude,
that goes against our core values. That goes against our core values. Oh, we're uncensored.
Shit. My bad.
Uncensored. That means no burning. No eliminating.
Oh, I just meant burn the world.
Oh, the world.
The whole country.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's what I was hoping in 2020. I was hoping the whole country would burn down.
That aligns a little better with our core values. Yeah. So,
I will tell you this. If Trump comes out and he ends up the front runner of the Republican Party, and then Joe Biden, if he ends up the front runner of the Democratic Party, and Trump says, if you elect me, I'm giving everybody $4,000, I'm voting for Trump. Give me that money, baby.
Have fun. Yep. I'll be smoking opium in my basement, watching the world burn while y'all fucking.
I might come join you, dude. I'm gonna have 4 bands, dude. I'm gonna buy a batch of the opium, then I'll double up the money, and then we'll go and party in the basement. All right? Yes, sir.
There you go. Shit, man. You got anything to tell the people before we wrap us up?
I love whores.
The world needs whores. The world needs a good amount of whores.
Shout out all the whores out
whores
there.
Make the world go round.
Yeah, we love you. I do. I would cry if you left the house early type shit. Yep. I'll ask you to stay the night and maybe even cuddle you.
Yeah. AI is going to take your jobs, but... guys, you know me from the McAllisters podcast and the Guts and Gore podcast. Check me out on those, and check us out here at the Unhinged and Uncensored podcast every Tuesday at 2 p.m.
Every Tuesday at 2 p.m.
2 o'clock p.m. 1400 hours, Sergeant.
Okay. Military time, dude. Kinda gay.
That's the subtitle for the show. Kinda gay.
Kinda gay.
Kinda gay.
That's what we'll fucking name this episode. Episode 2, Kinda Gay.
Let's do it.
Yep, I'm with it.
All right. Peace, everybody. Have a good night.